In the previous video, you learned how to initialize your SmarTune app for the first time with your administrator username and passcode. You also set up at least one network. In this video, you will learn how to add devices to your network location and ensure that they are connected to your Bluetooth mesh network system. Let's get started. On your smart device, open your SmarTune app. Click here to connect to network in the top left corner. The main screen will now ask you to select which network you would like to modify or update. Choose the network you desire, if there is more than one. The list of saved networks will be displayed. For our demonstration, we will select the network that we created in the first video, Annuals 1. Note: if your network that you previously created is not displayed, choose Rescan and ensure that your device has power and press Rescan. You must be within 25 feet of this device for this initialization and preliminary setup. Once you have other devices added, you will not need to be so near, as the devices will all create a Bluetooth mesh network. After you have selected the network that you wish to manage, the system will ask you to log in either as a user or administrator. We will enter the username and passcode that we created in the previous video. Username, Joe, and passcode 1, 2, 3, 4. As a side note, if this is your personal secure device, you may wish to consider to save the auto login features at this time. You can instruct the app to either save your passcode or username and passcode with the auto login. This will save you time in the future instead of entering every time you access the app. However, if this is a group-used device, you may consider not enabling these options. After you log in, your network name that you previously created will be displayed in the top left. The active devices and schedule will appear. Since you already added one device as the home node, the total devices quantity will be at least one. On the bottom selection menu, select the Device Manager. Select the blue Add Devices button in the top right. The Control Center screen will appear. From this screen, select the blue Auto Scan button to start the Add Devices process. The device's registration screen will display the name of the network and the home node device ID number, just to ensure that you are adding devices to the correct network. There are 3 ways to connect a device to your network location. First, Auto Scan. Selecting Auto Scan, the app will search for all potential devices that could be added to the network. This is the quick method to add many devices at the same time. Note: this may include some that you do not want to add, so please take your time and ensure that you select only the devices you want to add. If you make a mistake and add some by mistake, you can edit the network to correct it. Second, through the manual entry of the device ID number. This is a slower but accurate method to add the devices you desire. It will take longer, as they must be added one by one. Lastly, through the QR code scanning. Using your smart device's camera, scan the QR code one by one and register them to the location. For our demonstration, we will add all 3 devices that are displayed and select Register to confirm. Note: since the network has the master priority over zones, groups, and individual devices, all devices that you wish for this network to manage must be added to the network. It will take a few seconds to create the links to all the devices you have added. Please be patient. Once complete, you will receive a notice of successful activation. Once all the desired devices are added, the new total number of devices will appear at the top of the Devices Manager screen. You can see the devices that you added to the network by selecting the drop-down menu. The original home device will be displayed with a home icon, and all other devices will appear with a light bulb icon. Note: you can add up to 200 devices to one network, including the home node. If you make a mistake and add some in error, you can edit the network to correct it by repeating the same process we just demonstrated and unselect the device. Congratulations! You have completed the addition of devices to your first network. Next, we will learn how to create groups and add devices to groups. See the next video in the series, Learn how to add and edit a group.